So we are used to AR, VR presentations with presenter dancing with his avatar. We are now on a stage where applications are in retail, automobile, construction. These are some of the topics that are going to be covered in the upcoming panel discussion. We're going to have speakers across retail, across investments, across automobiles, construction. So time for us to welcome our second panel of the day. This is about entering the manufacturing metaverse. I would like to invite our first panelist, Mr. Abhay Tandon, Head of Digital and AI Innovation. Mr. Abhay Tandon has experience from diversified industries like retail, ABNF, yes, and investments too. So thank you for joining us, sir. Our next panelist is Mr. Nirupam Srivastava, Senior Vice President of Hero Motocorp. Mr. Shankar Venugopal, SVP of Mahindra & Mahindra. Welcome on board. Ms. Surbi Gupta, Head of Digital ACC Limited. And to moderate this panel, we have Dr. Yasha Pandit, Director PwC. So I'm sure we're looking forward to a very interesting discussion with so many different experienced people on stage, they're thought leaders. So please join us, welcome the panel once again, and over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much. Thank you, esteemed panelists. Interestingly, it's manufacturing entering the metaverse. Now, manufacturing as a sector, has already seen the industry 4.0, and they are, already with the 5.0. They are at, beginning to emerge into the innovation of the 5.0. So as a sector, they are not new to innovation, right? They're not new to innovation, and a lot of digital transformation across, be it from platforms, solutioning, in their production lines, customer service, new business models is been happening. And on the other side, we are seeing an emerging technology like the Metaverse, a technology which is the culmination of many other technologies. Interestingly, it has been there for a decade, but we are seeing the emergence of use cases that businesses, especially like in the manufacturing sector, the uptake is there. So very interesting topic, and with that, I would want to start a few of my questions. Of course, I'll start with Mr. Shankar, being in the industry, and very importantly, you see, automobiles form a very important aspect of the manufacturing sector. In fact, their contribution is pretty high, right? From that perspective, so what do you think are the use cases, the trends that are, immediately emerging? Not just with the traditional car set, but, the new electric vehicles as well.
Thanks for asking that, Dr. Esha, because the automotive world, we are so excited about this transition to EVs, electric vehicle, to the extent that I have named my cat EV. Okay, so it's a EV, and it's going to be a very big shift. It's not just about the design of the product, but the way we manufacture the electric vehicle is going to be fundamentally different from how we have been doing the engine-based vehicles. And this is where the metaverse has a big role to play, because here we are looking at how we can get as close to our customers as possible, to the extent that we can even involve them in co-creating the concepts and then building those vehicles in a collaborative manner. And the virtual environment and the collaboration platforms that Metaverse offers makes it very easy. And the technology is also convenient here because it's very modular, and you can mix and match and design vehicles to suit the needs of variety of segments of customers. So that's where we are really looking at Metaverse in a very big way. And what happens in the background is all the reskilling that is needed to make it effective. And we are talking about skilling almost the entire product design organization. So it's a very large effort. And again, Metaverse comes to help because we can do reskilling at scale. I'll just give one quick example. A lot of the things that goes into electric vehicle or high voltage components and systems, and a person cannot touch that unless he is trained. So how do you train him if he cannot touch it? So this is a catch-22. That's where we create a virtual training using the Metaverse tools and then build and make him confident enough to handle a complete electric vehicle system virtually before he actually gets to touch it. These are some of the things that we have just started exploring. Sure.
No, very interesting, sir, because we are going through a lot of case studies, and in multiple case studies, it is actually seen that using virtual reality, and through simulation, right? As you said, training the workforce is definitely on the agenda of every other enterprise. And how do you do that very effectively, right? So one of the ways is to leverage a technology like the metaverse to upskill them. The simulation that can be brought in is very good, I think. I think the next thing since we are talking about workforce, and since our MC also said, Mr. Abhay, that you come from a very different background, right? And you have seen the retail sector, and now you are in the manufacturing industry. What I'm also seeing is that there is a lot of emergence of use cases, especially in the retail side, in consumer goods, around the marketing, leveraging the metaverse as a marketing channel, right? But how do you think that the metaverse as a technology can be adopted in the manufacturing sector? Not just by the marketing lens per se, but what other concepts? Or you want?
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much, Dr. Isha, for that question. And before I get into some of the use cases that I'm seeing, I just wanted to concur with Mr. Venugopal, around new product development and design concepts, right? Within the organization, when you're catering to newer consumer needs, right? Typical, and I could be wrong on this because I'm still new to automotive, but I see that there's a long period between designing till actual GTM and then landing with the customers, right? And I have seen that there's a conglomeration of multiple technologies with metaverse and AI being at the center of it, which is expediting that whole journey, right? Quantum, for example, is another thing that is now being merged with metaverse and AI, to speed up the whole process, right? Not at the cost of getting any of your bikes on fire, but then making sure the safety is paramount, right, for consumers, right? So not overlooking that. Uh, in terms of marketing also, what I've noticed is that majority of the people who are using metaverse concepts, and I will not say a full-blown metaverse, they're talking about extended showrooming, right? In most of these environments, they are experiential to a certain level. There's not enough hyper-realism. There is no transactional layer, which is effective today. So on marketing front also, there's a lot of more work, including accessibility, that needs to be brought in. Most people still perceive metaverse to be an environment where they have to wear headsets. Headsets have their own challenges from costing standpoint, to access standpoint to people like me who are very clear. In fact, Ajna Lens is right there. They have figured this out, right? The adapters for a person who has issue who normally wears the specs, they can modulate that vision issues as well for them through their headsets, right? But a lot of people can't wear those headsets. How do they get access to that? Third thing is stickiness. When you're talking about consumer facing issues, stickiness is a major problem. Think about a Web2 app, right? Do you use every app on a daily basis? You don't. Why would you want to be in a metaverse with, let's say, 50 odd users on a daily basis? Someone like a Decentraland has 800 active users. That's the top of the funnel. Bottom of the funnel from a transaction standpoint will be much smaller, right? So how do you create that stickiness? What is the value proposition that you're giving? That needs to be a very important facet in thinking of Metaverse as a product line for any application, be it marketing or new product development or skills training, right? What are the right kind of KPIs that you're looking at? How you're making it available to everyone? That ease of access. For example, skill training, it's definitely a major need. But even in skill training, how many people are even skilled enough to be in a metaverse environment and utilize those haptic tools to spray paint, right? You have to first train them on how to use metaverse as well, right? Be in metaverse. So those are some of my thoughts around this.
No, absolutely. I think you touched on multiple thought processes. Actually, let me start with the last one, which is around the adoption of metaverse. I think that's a very important aspect that, when we're looking from an enterprise perspective, while we are saying at one end that definitely we need to upskill the workforce, it is also important to, when we are planning, it's also important to look at the aspect of adoption of the metaverse. How well will the company and the people using it be able to adopt? I think the other thing that you said was around shortening the lead time. I think that is definitely what Mr. Shankar was also saying, that these new emergent models that are coming are definitely increasing the precision of the products that the manufacturing industry wants to bring out. Interestingly, what I'm also seeing is that the defective rates are coming down. Because see, when we're talking about manufacturing per se, I think total quality management is a principle that's been there with this ethos built in from a very long time. And when such technologies as metaverse, when they come into existence and they're actually helping organizations in this industry to deliver that par excellence, I think that's a phenomenal success achieved. And from that perspective, I think again I want to touch upon a bit on the skill gap, right? Mr. Nirupam, I mean, what do you think that what other aspects can be looked into? Like as an organization, what are the first steps they should take, right? What is the direction they need to take to shorten this skill gap?
Sure, thank you, Isha. On the skill gap perspective, I think the biggest thing which every organization should do today is create a small lab. They don't need to really invest big if they don't want to. But setting up a space where the people in the organization feel that metaverse is not something alien only for engineers and content developers. I think that will go a long way because it's an experiential thing. It's not something you have to teach in the classroom. You just give them headset, give them some content, give them some room to play, and they will learn. Of course, you need to build infrastructure and have some guides around so that they don't bump into each other. But ultimately, in fact, this Saturday we launched our own metaverse lab, and we launched courses both for the school kids as well as for professionals. And in our joint venture, we have Munjal Foundation with the BCU. So we are building this up, and again, if you set up something, open it to the world. Don't restrict it to your organization. Let your customers, your partners experiences as well. This is very simple thing, and this is as simple as using a mouse. Like in the early days of internet, people were not comfortable using mouse and have to figure out how the mouse moves and the hand moves. So you will have these issues this is early days of metaverse. So we will have these issues, but it's very, very simple. And keep either make it free or keep a very low price point, so the adoption increases. The more adoption increases, the more scale increases, the more you will see people experimenting it. And obviously there are limitations on applications. So a lot of work will need to happen on the content development side and the application development side. And I think a lot of startups are here. We ourselves are doing a lot of work on the industrial side. We are, for example, training technicians with the sensitive materials or dangerous materials. So these applications we have built. We are building it not just for us. We are building it for some of the European manufacturers as well. And so this is an opportunity which is open for all of us. It's up to us to see what we want to take and how we want to expand. And India, obviously, Indian talent is great. So world acknowledges Indian talent. So let's use this talent and let's get going on this without questions what metaverse is and how it should look like. Because if we talk of engineers, no, so 2D to 3D has been softwares we have been having and using it since long. So if you talk to engineers, they say, yeah, what's the big deal in this? This is not. But from a consumer standpoint, this is absolutely new. So, and the consumer needs to see that adoption, because consumer is not somebody who's going to buy HoloLens and or immediately. So they need to experience it, create demo centers, create experience centers, and a lot of good companies have this already. So do it, and I think we will have a good adoption on this.
Absolutely. I think the key takeaway for me was to open it up to everybody. I think, seeding that thought of opening these experiences to, the consumers, as well as your own people and globally, would definitely drive a sense of adoption across the industry, actually. One very important fact that you also brought out, Nirupam, was on the aspects of safety standards also coming through. The ability to train somebody in skill sets around safety standards, around occupational hazards. That effectiveness, I think, is definitely going to come through very easily through the metaverse, right? Having said that, I just want to ask the audience, how many of you have actually, had an immersive experience or seen some of the demos here? Because that is going to be one of my next questions to our panelists, Surabhi, around that. Hands up please, only few. Okay, some of them. All right, interesting. Why I'm saying that is because we have so many, stalls already there. But very few of us have actually gone and seen this experience. So even with enterprises and in the manufacturing sector, I am seeing, and when I was reading through and doing my research, that there are some forerunners, right, in adopting the metaverse, and then some laggards, obviously, for their own reasons. So I was just trying to contemplate what can the short term and the long-term, reasons for the adoption of metaverse be? What are the challenges that enterprises are facing? And Surabhi, I would want you to.
Thanks, Yasha. And I think very interesting question, because this is something which everybody is kind of, they're trying to get across it, trying to understand it. So I would actually take a step back, Yasha, yeah? I think today we have heard a lot about metaverse, and metaverse is more coming out as an experience for users. Yeah. So I would say there are two aspects. One is the end result, which is the experience which everybody sees. But if I talk manufacturing per se, and I come from an operations heavy industry, yeah. So I'm not sure cement. Everybody would be very interested to understand how cement and digital and metaverse may be something which is used. So if I talk in the sense of operations, it would not be the end user experience, but it would be the technologies which would enable a metaverse experience. Yeah. So for us, the building block of the technologies, I would say technologies like AI, technologies like AR, VR. How is it that the person on the shop floor is using those technologies? They are very much, involved. They actually know how to use those technologies. So I think there have been some discussions on the skill gap. And for you, right there is one of the biggest challenges also. It is the opportunity of tomorrow. But today, we get on the shop floor, a lot of our shop floor workers, people who work in our plants, from diplomas, they have done PGs, diplomas, etc. do they have the right skill set today to really start thinking about what can be the different experience, how they can work in a more, you mentioned about Industry 5.0, yeah? Industry 5.0 is more about robots. Yeah, so the humans and the robots together. So this is where the technology and humans need to coexist and deliver. Yeah, this is where there is a challenge today that are we scaled up enough in the technology for our people to understand what they need to do, and even the technologies are fast paced enough to deliver that kind of experience. Yeah, so and this is where you see the slower rate of adoption, slower rate. And also, I would say, especially if you come to manufacturing, because again, if you talk about other industries like retail, etc., it is more about end user experience, and that is where a digital marketer can very quickly come up and deliver something. In the case of manufacturing, until and unless you lay the foundations right, that is where you will not get the speed and agility which you want to get that final experience. To quote, so I'll take a small example. In our plants, I'm sure in most of the plants, they will do an inspection. Yeah? So we have somebody who will go to all the machines within the plant and inspect each and everything, and jot down what is there. Today, we are enabling them that we are saying with the help of drones, you can now capture some of the key specific parameters with whatever you inspect, and then it helps them to define and cut short their time. So we are ultimately trying to change the experience for the person who's working on the shop. It's making things easier for them. And that for me is going into that metaverse experience. Tomorrow, he would, sitting in his control room, be able to repair everything wherever he finds that there needs to be a repair which needs to be done. So this is where I think for us in manufacturing specifically, there is a lot more investment which is needed to lay the right foundations, be it the foundations with respect to data, be it foundations with respect to technologies like AI, etc., which helps them predict and rectify. And it is also, last but not least, it is about the leadership vision. So what we are also seeing is, and this is where maybe the slow adoption comes in, there are somewhere in the leadership, if they are trailblazers, if they understand that this is the way to go, then they jump into it, and everywhere they will go and try to incorporate the right set of technology. But if you see in manufacturing, we are a very cautious lot. Yeah? So we would want to sit back, let 50 other industries try to do it, 50 organizations try to do it, prove a point, and then we will maybe pick it up because of the heavy investments which are involved.
No, absolutely well said, Surabhi, and you actually summarized a lot of things. Interestingly, what my takeaway, because I'm a technologist, right, was you laid the baseline KPIs, the metrics that when one wants to decide as an enterprise to invest into a technology as a metaverse, right? What are the enabling other fundamental technologies, right, that needs to be looked into to ensure that the metaverse experience is really beneficial? One very important thing that you also brought up was that we should also, since it is a manufacturing industry, for them it is also very important to look at the internal stakeholder point of view, which is their people who are on the shop floor. Since you said you're from operations, I think I have one quick question here, and then maybe I'll open it into the audience. Mr. Shankar, what do you think from a technology perspective? Right, you've been and you're seeing a lot of adoption. What do you think is the technology building blocks, with respect to your sector, that's enabling this for adoption, or setting the pace for adoption?
Thanks for asking that, because the real attraction around
Metaverse is the fact that these multiple technologies, which are the building blocks, are all growing exponentially in terms of their performance, and the cost of technology is also falling exponentially. So we are really looking at Metaverse at the convergence of multiple technologies. Name it Web 3.0, name it 5G, I didn't even go to the extent of talking about quantum computing here because you need much higher computing power there. But look at any of these technologies. The technology is growing truly exponentially over the last 10 years. If you look at, it's grown exponentially. And it's becoming more and more accessible and affordable. So we always look at how we can look at the convergence of this and look for applications there. And Metaverse is the best example that we can think of because it is really bringing all these technologies together and it's ready for use. It's just a matter of you finding the right use case and going ahead and trying it out. That's the best way. Also easy to collaborate. You can use Metaverse itself to collaborate, innovate and find new applications. So things can't be better than this. Sure.
Absolutely. I think I will just let the audience have some time to ask questions to the panelists here, and it can be anywhere from from a technology perspective to use cases in manufacturing. Any questions? Please.
So I'll just bring the mic, sir.
Thank you. Just one quick question. I'm Ashutosh here. What kind of ROIs are we seeing or expect to see over the next 3 to 4 quarters as we go through the journey of Metaverse in manufacturing, or is it something that will be more long term? Anybody can take it.
So let me start and then this can join in. So see, ROI is very use case specific. So some use cases have very good ROI like training, and we are extensively using it for training technicians in the sensitive or dangerous materials part. But for others, like especially on the consumer side, we see it more as strategic investment, which may not yield an ROI in the immediate term because Metaverse is still evolving and the number of people using Metaverse is going to grow with Facebook, Microsoft and everybody else investing in the open platforms. Some of them are not open, but we hope a lot of them would be open. So we see that ROI will come in the later part, but the manufacturing operations part ROI is pretty good.
I just want to just want to add to this. I think ROI in the long term, I think if when you talked about 4 quarters, yeah, which is practically a year. Overall from the enabling technologies, there is definitely ROI which can be seen. Yeah. So we have implemented use cases in our organization which are around AI, ML, which are around AR, VR, and we have already seen like in AR, VR, we are doing a lot of remote assistance, yeah, for in our plant. So there is already ROI there. In AI, ML, we are doing a lot of use cases on predictive maintenance, predictive quality. Again, there are some a lot of ROI which is there. So overall, I think short-term ROI with specific use cases is very easy to identify. The challenge which we are facing is for a sustained ROI or a value realization when we try to scale up across all sites which we have. Yeah? So that is where I think there is still a challenge, and that is where ROI, getting that ROI may be difficult. But yeah, for short-term use case specific, we have that as part of the enabling technologies.
I'll just add one point. I'll be a little cautious, at least in the next 12 to 18 months. I won't bring any financial metrics to anything that I do on Metaverse. But I will still use 3 metrics. One will be how much time I'm saving on the new product development since I'm sitting in a new product center. Second would be how much of new collaborations I'm able to initiate, how many new concepts through that we are able to explore. And the third and final metric would be the IP creation. Because IP creation happens first before a real investment happens. So if I'm able to build a strong portfolio of patents around use cases in the automotive space, I'll be very happy. So I think I'll just focus on these 3 for the next 12 to 18 months.
Let me just add one last one from a consumer lens, right? Coincidentally, in a week or 2 weeks' time, you'll see TVS launching its own Metaverse, right? And for me, it would be interesting to look at this as an experiment. Mindset with the organization for the next 4 quarters should not be to expect high ROI, right? These are a bunch of micro experiments, of course, through scientific hypotheses that are being run and they're validating KPIs. One KPI over there could be, are people transacting on the metaverse? And what percentage of people are transacting on the metaverse, right? Is that leading to significant revenue jumps for different channels, right? Other KPI could be stickiness. Is there a value proposition that you can define a very clear ARPU, expected ARPU, right, from each consumer, and how, I mean, can we define them as weekly active users, daily active users, monthly active users, and what are the other enabling mechanisms that have to be put in place over the next 1 year or 4 quarters that will allow us to get better understanding of newer DGs? Because for us, this also is a very new DG, this is a very new experimentation ground to get people on a digital platform and transact with us. So data efficacy at that point of time is also going to be very important for us to look at. So we will be looking at it from an experimentation standpoint, not necessarily a top line or bottom line impact immediately. Some low hanging fruits obviously there, but then the idea is to keep it as an experimental playground for the next 1 year, understand and build a deeper hypothesis, and then go a lot stronger and deeper into it.
I think very well said. I think from that perspective, if I have to summarize the answer from the panelists here, we should not have short-term vision with respect to setting ROIs, but have a more long-term value creation. I think Mr. Shankar talked about co-creation, IP. I think that is one of the things which is going to definitely come out of it in the long term. From the micro experiments that, as Abhay said, is going, as an outcome of those, having that. And very importantly, Abhay has been talking about transactions, and that is absolutely going to open a new economy called the metanomics. Right? We are having Web 3.0 emerge. I think those transactions that are going to happen onto your platform or by your people is also going to be reflective of having that success through. Right? Any other questions? Yes, please. I think we'll make that last. Yeah.
So I'll bring the mic to you. Why we do this is because the video must also have the question and the answer recorded.
We have been talking about building blocks. So lots of tech building blocks we have been talking about. But there's been lots of areas that was discussed on experiences. Can we talk a few about experience stacks, experience building blocks in the metaverse from a user perspective?
Experience building blocks, you mean more on augmented reality, the technology and tools?
From tech, we talk about AI, blockchain, all that thing. Because again, we are taking metaverse to the user, end user, multi-user environment. In that experiences, one aspect is immersiveness. Apart from that, any other experience stacks that we can talk about?
Yeah. So let me start with, so you have all the sensory, right? So what we see, which is a spatial 3D, but you have other senses of smell, other senses of feel. So there are today systems where you can touch the digital physical surface and get the feel of what the other side is. So if you see the medical side, we also are now going into the IoT plus VR surgery kind of stuff. So again, very early days, but experiments have been done and quite successful. So you can get a feel if the needle is going to the flesh while doing the suture. So there are a lot of all the senses you can think of, smell, taste, all these things will come in, create more immersive experience and not just the visual part of it. So, and also touch, I think that will be a big thing, haptics.
So I think we are running short of time, and I would make that as I'm sorry sir, but I'll make that as a last question. But very quickly, I would want to summarize, and first of all, thank you panel members, very insightful. But very quickly, I want to summarize. One thing is that leadership vision is very important for driving adoption of metaverse in an industry which is very capex heavy. Right? As manufacturing has ventured into metaverse, they are looking at use cases just beyond not just customer experience, collaborating, but also on their shop floor. And I think there is a lot of areas to be explored in the coming years. So I hope this discussion was insightful and thought-provoking for the audience. Thank you. You all have been a wonderful audience too. I always feel time before the lunch break is always challenging academically. So thank you for being a great audience and to my esteemed panel members. Thank you
so much. Thank you. Thank you. Can we hear it for them, please? Thank you so much, everyone, for your valuable time, your insights. You all can come in the front for a group picture. Thank you.